Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. I will be reading, speaking, and about world news, interesting news, news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And what I got for you right here is from the Business Insider. It said a Russian general was poisoned by a letter laced with an unknown toxin, close to Putin ally says. Chechen leader Ramzan, I can't see the part of his name, said his top general in Ukraine has been poisoned. It says his top general in Ukraine has been poisoned. Was poisoned after handling a letter sent to him earlier this month. He said, immediate medical assistance is on the men. Data Rose said. Let's see what else it says here. A Russian general was poisoned by a letter laced with an unknown toxin. Chechen leader Ramzan said in a Telegram post on Monday. Kate Rove, whatever her name is, his first name is Ramzan, I'll say that. Ramzan said, who is also a close ally of Russian President Putin, said his top general in Ukraine has been poisoned after handling a letter that was sent to him on February 8th. His other person who commands special forces picked up a letter that was saturated with a poison substance. That it wouldn't surprise me. They have spies in all countries. The general sensed this by the bitter specific smell and took action in time. He treated his hands and washed his nasal cavity. The Chechen leader said that this one person and other personnel who came into contact with the envelope sought immediate medical attention in Moscow clinic, and now on the mend. So somebody poisoned the Russian general. I wonder if it's a Russian done it or if it's a Ukrainian done it. Because the Russians are getting fed up with them anyway. You know, you don't fight for them, they'll kill you. So you die either way. Anyway, here's something from Fox News. Former Army Secretary urges U.S. to wake up and prepare for the worst against China aggression. Former Army Secretary Patrick Murphy is sounding the alarm on Chinese increased military aggression that has led to an inevitable breach of U.S. sovereignty, pressing Americans to understand that we're not the underdog here. His comments come Sunday after the Pentagon released a statement Saturday relieving that the U.S. military shot down a third high-altitude airborne object over northern Canada. Told you, we are going to war before the end of the year. Might be by summer, who knows? Maybe a nuclear war too, who knows? I got my money on it. If I was the betting man. And let's see, it says here, Patrick Murphy says, so when we shot that one down, it was over Canada airspace. It was an American fighter jet, F-22, but I think we're sending a message of what happened, in Ukraine. Obviously, we had this incredible coalition, as you know, pushing back on the Russian invasion. And I think it's sending a message, hopefully sending the right message to China that the world will rally around us if they keep messing around it. You have China fight us, they got NATO to fight too. What people what people need to understand is your great country is that we're the underdog here. We're a third of their size, and I'm not just talking about the geographical population. Listen, America, at our best, and this reluctant warrior, we're a warrior, and we need to make sure when you have less than 1% of the countries that's serving, and you have only 26% of the country even that can even serve because of the obesity crisis in America and some other things. We need to wake up, understand that we have a competitor out there in China that thinks they're the power in the world. We don't want any unnecessary wars. We have all to always prepare for the worst. Not with Biden in charge. I hate that old man. Anyway, remember, I'll be keep you up with the world news, interesting news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And what else we got here? This is from the Business Insider. Chinese authorities said they were preparing to shoot down an unidentified flying object spotted near the Yellow Sea. Chinese authorities said they have spotted an unidentified flying object that are planning to shoot down. The object was spotted over the city of Rizhou on the Yellow Sea, authorities said. The announcement comes a week after a suspected Chinese spy balloon was shot down over the Atlantic Ocean. Local authorities in China's eastern Shandong province said on Sunday that they had spotted an unidentified flying object and were preparing to shoot it down. The object was spotted near the coast city of Rizhou on the Yellow Sea, and authorities reminded fishermen to be safe in the state media outlet. The announcement comes a week after the United States military shut down. They keep repeating the same old paragraph over and over just to make the articles longer. You know. Anyway, here's something here from the AP, Associated Press. Everything I read will be down in the description box if you want to read more about it. This one here said Philippines says China ship used laser against Coast Guard. Melita, I forget how you say that country. Philippines. The Philippines on Monday accused a Chinese Coast Guard ship of hitting a Philippine Coast Guard vessel with a military-grade laser and temporarily blinding some of its crew in the disputed South China Sea, calling it a blatant violation. Let's see here. It said that the Chinese ship also maneuvered dangerously close, about 137 meters, that's 449 feet, to block the Philippine patrol vessel, BRP, I can't say that name, from approaching second time patrol, a submerged reef that has been occupied by Philippine forces on February 6th. The Philippines Coast Guard said in a statement, the Philippines has filed nearly 200 diplomatic protests against China's aggressive action in the disputed waters in 2022 alone. China claims the South China Sea virtually in it entirely, putting it on a collision course with other. Despite friendly overtures to Beijing by former Philippine president, whatever his name is, and his successor, who met Chinese leader, I forgot how to say his name, in January, and Beijing tensions have persisted. Okay, you can read the rest of it in my description box. Here's something from the Newsweek. Now, China said it has spotted a UFO. Chinese authorities are reportedly preparing to shoot down an unidentified flying object spotted in the skies near the eastern Shandong province. Maritime authorities announced on Sunday that the object was spotted near the city of Rizhou, according to just about like the other article I read, and told the fishermen to be safe. Anyway, you can read the rest of this if you like in my description box and see what else we got here. This is from the Wall Street Journal. From Apple to VW CEO starting to returning to China. Now, if VW owned by China, I thought it was German. I'm in trouble if they are. Beijing top executive from multinational companies are trickling back into China, where the company reopening. Even a U.S.-China tension grow following the appearance of suspected Chinese surveillance balloons over the continental U.S. Volkswagen AG chief executive visited China from late January to early February. The company said, while Apple Incorporated CEO Tim Cook and Pfizer Incorporated CEO Albert Bourla are expected to visit next month. People familiar with the matter said Mercedes-Benz Group AG chairman also plans a visit to China. Where are these companies planning a visit to China for? The many senior executives, it will be their first visit to the country since the COVID-19 pandemic began, after China, a top manufacturing hub and consumer market for many of the world's largest companies, to deepen its isolation for 3 years by slamming the door to international travel. As its economy struggled, Beijing is counting on such visit to attract investments from multinationals. For some executives, site visits still local operations and meetings with manager are a priority, while others are looking to meet local business partners and government officials. Dozens of executives are expected to attend business conference planning for the coming months in the country after China's pandemic restrictions were dropped. And you can read more about that in my description box. Here's something here. This is from Business Insider. Super Bowl attack ads shows a Tesla slamming into two child-sized mannequins in a stroller. A Super Bowl ad showed a Tesla slamming into two child-sized mannequins in a stroller. It was created by the Dawn Project, a group that has long attacked Tesla self-driving tech. Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the ad would raise awareness a Tesla could drive itself while supervised. Said that the ad would raise awareness a Tesla could drive itself while supervised. Okay. An advertisement that aired during the Sunday's Super Bowl showed a Tesla slamming into two child-sized mannequins and hitting a stroller. The 30-second ad was created by the Dawn Project, an organization that campaigns to ban what is called unsafe software. It was founded and is funded by California tech interpreter and Tesla critic Dan O'Dowd, who is also CEO of Green Hill Software, a company that develops self-driving software. The Dawn Project says that the ad shows tests it performed with a Tesla using the company full self-driving feature. It is in it, a Tesla can be seen swerving toward oncoming traffic, driving past a stopped school bus, driving on the wrong side of the road and ignore do not enter signs. And there's more to read if you want to read more about it. I don't know why they would show it, at least they use mannequins, not real kids. Here's one from the Motley Fool. Oh, my news is almost over. Amazon just ceded this massive market to Walmart. There's no question that Amazon has changed the game in retail with a commented to wide selection, commitment to wide selection, fast delivery, and free returns. The company has made online shopping automatic for many customers and still dominates the e-commerce with close to 50% of market share. It's now the second biggest company in the world by revenue, just behind Walmart. But the e-commerce giant has long struggled to penetrate one of the largest category in the retail industry, groceries. Yeah, we know Walmart and Amazon have been fighting each other, trying to do better than the other one. Despite a wide range of attempts over the years to become a major player in the $800 billion U.S. grocery industry, Amazon market share still pale in comparison to the top dogs. And one recent move to show it seemed to be waving the white flag in the sector. A fresh retreat. Amazon launched its fresh delivery service in 2007, but the company has long struggled to gain traction with it and turn a profit. Now Amazon is raising the free delivery minimum order of fresh orders from $35 to $150, so significantly limiting the number of orders that can qualify for free fresh delivery, which is going to cut into their business profit. Because people are going to stop ordering. The move is one of the many steps Amazon has taken to rein in costs and drive profitability, which includes laying off 18,000 corporate employees. It may make sense for the company bottom line, but Amazon is significantly scaling back its ambitions in the massive grocery market by doing so. So they may stop that fresh food thing. The Walmart membership program still offers free delivery with the $35 minimum, as well as free pickup of online orders of thousands of stores. Over the last decade, Walmart has invested billions of dollars in building out online pickup stations, and the move has paid off, driving e-commerce growth and in-store traffic. A competitive disadvantage. Let me hear what this video says here.
Yes, that prepares to shut down. There are fears that it could leave neighbors in a food desert. The Walmart at Timmerman Plaza on Silver Spring Drive says it will close its doors next month. Sarah McGrew talked to shoppers there about the impact this could have on them.
The Timmerman Plaza Walmart is where Angela Riley has done her family's grocery shopping for several years,
This one, I think it's a.
which is 4 more miles away.
Yeah, I told you about it before. Walmart is closing stores up. They're still be closing 3 more stores, I think. Anyway, while Amazon has mastered general e-commerce delivery grocery to a different beat, they require refrigerated trucks, fast delivery, and for customers generally to be home to receive the order. Competing against brick and mortar stores like Walmart, Costco, and Target that already have that infraction in their stores, as well as the ability to offer in-store pickup, puts Amazon at a competitive disadvantage. And there's more to read if you want to read it in my description box. And remember, I'll be reading and speaking about world news, interesting news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And this is the end of my program for today. I thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and at least keep coming back. You never know what I'll be reading about, telling you about. When we get closer to war, you'll be coming back. Anyway, see ya.